ask you, who needs meditation anyway?
Right. Well, that's the discussion that we're going to have today. I'm Dr. Nelum. I'm a GP.
And I'm Ronit. I'm a happiness coach, and we are
Whole Food Revolution.
And I know that a lot of people have been hearing about meditation lately a lot, and it became a buzzword, And I do have people that keep saying to me, I can't do that.
No.
It's like, no, it's not for me. And I think that most people imagine this
Zen like
Om Shanti, imagining someone closing his eyes and go, okay. No, it's not. Okay. Now I want to tell you the way I see meditation, and I think that really it's very, very easy to understand. Meditation is a state that is not awake and not asleep. Okay. Now they've researched brain. They searched the brain, they monitored it, and they basically, it's a third state. It's not, you're not awake, so some of the functions of being awake are not there, and you're not asleep because of the functions of being asleep are not there. So it's something in the middle. And what it does, it basically, it immediately it comes. A lot of people basically close their eyes, but they don't have to, as you'll understand very, very soon. The idea is that meditation is a state where the body does a lot of cleaning that's supposed to happen at night. It does a lot of the cleaning, but it does it
body or brain?
Both. It basically does cleaning of body and brain at the same time. So what happened is that I think that meditation is a state where you can't go to the past,
yes,
or the future. You're basically staying in the present.
Yes.
And this is where I do think that our definition of time is a bit screwed. Like it's not an accurate definition of time, but it's almost like you're in the present, which means your brain does not go into your
past memories
or
planning about the future
or anxiety.
Yes.
Is actually a future oriented. I want you to understand that anxiety is you going in your head into the future and imagining that something bad is going to happen. So this is anxiety. It's just a mental exercise. And by the way, we're all good at anxiety. We all know how to do that. Every time you're worried about something, that's what needed to happen. You needed to imagine that something bad is happening, and then you bring it back here. And by the way, your body reacts to it physically, where nothing happened. It was like,
exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that affects your health big time. So what happened is, I remember that when I did one of the courses in meditation that I did, I studied different kinds of meditation, and then I went and did the transcendental meditation. Transcendental meditation, I think our teacher, she used to tell us, when you're meditating, we have a mantra, by the way, in transcendental meditation. You have a mantra, by the way, just for you to know, all meditations do exactly the same. All of them.
Yes, it's just whatever works for you.
Yes,
right?
yes. But they all do exactly the same thing. And she said, whenever you have a thought that comes into your head, because people said to me, oh, does it mean you're not thinking about anything?
That's what they think. Yes.
I was like, no. It's basically, you have a thought. So she used to tell us, you look at the thought and you say, oh, I'm thinking about what I'm supposed to do tomorrow for lunch. Okay, let it go. Do not follow that thought, and just go back into your mantra, go back to your breathing, go back to that thing that you're doing at the moment. So again, even in meditation, kindness is required.
Yes. It's not like, oh, Nelum, just you've done it again.
You're not supposed to think about anything.
No, it's not like that.
So it's not the idea. And what happened is that in terms of sleep, we say, and just remember those numbers, every 10 minutes of meditation is equivalent to 1 hour of sleep, 1 hour of cleaning that the brain does and your body does when it needs to. That's what it does at night.
Yes. To kind of get ready for the next
exactly.
day.
It's basically we want you to know that the brain actually does cleaning garbage.
Getting rid of all the unnecessary. Well, I mean, because if you think about a day, how much stuff do we hear, see, come into contact with that the brain has to sort out
Exactly.
somehow.
And actually, night is a good sorting out state. This is why when we dream of things that are not connected. So I just want you to imagine that there's this little creature, and he takes the information and tries to put it in boxes where they belong, and sometimes they meet each other, which is like they're not connected at all.
Yes.
That's why
you have these really weird and wonderful dreams.
Exactly.
Right?
And sometimes it's like someone in a different place, or someone that you know that this is this person, but it has a different face. It's because the information is moving.
Yes.
And it just jumbles.
So with meditation, Ronit, what I found when I started, I mean, I've not been meditating as long as you, but I've been meditating for a long time. And I didn't realize that this has happened over time, but I'm much more aware of my thoughts.
And I think that's a great thing.
Yeah. So, and I can pick when things start to not go well. So if I can pick the start of a problem, and it's much easier to see that at the beginning than try to, one of the people that I listen to says that if you're driving around along the highway and your wheels falling off, that is not the time to try and solve the problem. The problem is before you start, right? So I think for a lot of people, that awareness, and I think that is where so many, I think people are, the awareness of why they do certain things, or how they can stop themselves from saying or doing, or
because we're creatures, and we have automatic responses. So the brain doesn't get to a point where every second it says, okay, what do I need to do, and let's calculate again. It has automatic behaviors that's supposed to make life much easier for us. So we need them. But the thing is this: some of the things that we do are automatic, and they're not good for us. So
learned behaviors.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, exactly. So meditative state is a wonderful way, by the way, of calming the nervous system. So basically, it's when you're in meditative state, you are not seeing any lions, and you don't need to fight, flight. No need, because you're in meditative mode. Every time your heartbeat is slowed down, and when you meditate, it does slow down, then your brain thinks that you are safe.
Yes.
So it immediately sends a message to your nervous system that you are safe. And I want to say something like, for some people that don't like the word meditation, or there's something inside of them that triggers this, and I'm not comfortable with that. I want you to think about presence. Just think about presence.
As in being present at this moment.
Exactly, being present. And I'm sure you've heard that, and I highly recommend all of you to read the book The Present, which talks about exactly about this. And I want to tell you a personal story about how I learned about presence. I've been meditating before that, and about 9 years ago, my granddaughter was born, and she used to come and spend a day with us. Very, very lucky grandparents. And when she came, like every time she did something, I would think like, "Ooh, I'll just go and do something."
Like when she was sleeping.
Oh, when she was sleeping, or when she was playing something, or when she was with Gal doing something together, and then my head would be like, "Okay, I'm gonna do this thing." Oh, you're
going to do something that you need to do.
Exactly.
in your kind of list of things.
Now, like I'm self-employed, so like there's no end. Like if I need to make a list of what all the things that I need to do, I'm telling you, I have 50 years without sleep, still things to do. Okay, so, and I did it for about a week. And then the following week, it's almost like I was waiting for seconds that she was busy.
And then you could rush off and
then I
something.
could rush off and do my email and do this thing. And then after that 2 weeks, I stopped for a second and I said to myself, oh my God, this time will not come back.
No, absolutely.
That's the only time I have to be with her. And in about a month, she will be a month
Yeah.
older, and I won't be able to enjoy this time because I'm not present.
Yeah.
I'm not here with her. I felt like no. And I think it hit me that I'm so grateful for this opportunity, but I'm not practicing this
Yes.
great gratitude
Yes.
by being here, by being like all of me, not even thinking about something. I was like, at that moment, I was like, no one could talk to me on the days that she came. I swear to you, like my phone was off. I was like, it was on the side, did not touch that phone. If someone wanted me, they had to call me. Because
you weren't accepting messages.
No,
or
I was like,
anything.
I mean, I still don't.
Yes.
But the thing is this, I don't notifications, like people can send notifications from me to the other side of the world. I was like, I don't answer. But she helped me.
Yes.
Get to
to
that
really
to really understand that in order for me to enjoy this time with her, I need to be present.
You know, much smaller story, when a long time ago, when the kids were younger, we went to the States, and this was the time when we had camcorders.
Yeah.
And we were on a lake, and it was beautiful, and I'm holding this camcorder and I'm recording, and my older son said, he must have been, I don't know, 10 or 11, he said, Mom, you're experiencing all of this through the lens of a camera.
Wow.
And it was like, truly, that
It's true.
was like so true. And I just closed the thing and put it away.
It's a big thing,
Yes,
actually.
it is, because and now that's what happens to so many people. We carry our phones around and do all of these things, but
It is so
we
true.
are not present, and we're not experiencing the beauty of now.
Yes, it's like instead of thinking I have a camera in my head and this camera is amazing and sophisticated and
Yes.
that's what it needs. And look, I want to tell you that when that happened with my granddaughter, when the second one came, I was like, no, I didn't even have to blink. Gal took a bit longer to get to that stage.
Yes.
And with the youngest granddaughter, he's like present to the max. It's
Right.
like really present.
This is
Really. And I have to be honest and say that I wasn't as present
right
with my own kids.
Yes. Well, I think it's really hard.
It was really hard because I had so many.
Because you're a mum, you have to have food
True.
on the table, you have to
Yeah.
organize
Yeah.
this and that, and you know,
And I think when I had my own kids, it was more about being efficient.
Yes.
So my head would go past, present. What did I
Yes,
do? How
yes,
did it work?
yes.
But now I'm grateful that I've learned it through them. And I want to say something about meditation that, again, this is for older people that don't like the idea of meditation. You don't have to be closing your eyes and breathing.
Sitting in a
Yes.
certain way,
And by the way, the reason breathing, any breathing technique that requires counting is good for you is because when you're breathing and doing any form of counting, let's say 4, 4, 4, 4, like the box breathing, or you're doing 25 backwards, or you're doing any other system where you need to do counting, you can't think about the past or the future because that requires you to go to a different part of the brain. So that is staying in the present. That is this thing. And you don't have to be even counting. You can do any activity that you are totally in the activity.
So,
For example, can you give us examples of meditation or of state of
well,
presence?
you know, when you're eating.
Exactly. There is
yes.
such a thing. When you're eating and focusing on what you're eating, or when you're cooking. Or when
Even
you're
washing the dishes, anything that you do in the shower is a
Exactly.
really good place, because it's a really nice place to be, feel the body.
If you're also only focusing on oh, it touches my shoulder.
Yeah,
And I'm
that's
like,
it.
You are in a meditative state.
Yeah.
Which is really, really important for you.
So tell us a few things that you can come up with that you can use in this way in your day-to-day life, because I think the more of these kind of meditative experiences that we can accumulate, the richer our life is going to be.
Yeah.
So
If you do like what we're doing here in Whole Food Revolution, please like, subscribe, and share. And hopefully we will spread and the revolution will happen faster.